it's Jen, and I'm back today with a video tutorial on shaker cards. Now I know we've all seen plenty of different ways to create shaker cards, and this is no different than any other, but I do have a few tips and tricks that you might learn along the way. One question I've gotten when I showed this card on my blog was how come my paper looks so thick? You know, is this foam core board? It is not, but I'm going to show you a trick on how to create this so that you've got a great base. Your card is not going to cave in as it goes through the mail. This is solid. So there's my trick for you today. Alright, let's get started with this. It goes relatively fast, and my biggest tip here is I have a piece of Whisper white cardstock, okay, and then a piece of fun foam. Alright, there is my biggest tip for you, and these are both cut at 4 inches across by 5 1/4, and I'm going to use my balloons thinlits, and we're going to go ahead and die cut this out. I can run these through together, okay, so I'm going to do that. Let me grab my Big Shot. Okay, so here's the Big Shot, and I've got just my magnetic platform, a clear cutting plate, and I'm going to put my layered up piece of fun foam. By the way, this is 2mm fun foam. I have used 3mm fun foam, and it's a little stiffer, but it does not bounce back like this 2mm does. So I do recommend the 2mm fun foam, and I will put a link at the bottom or in the description of where I purchased my fun foam from. Okay, so I've got my clear cutting plate, my fun foam, my paper, my die, and then another clear plate here. Just like that. And as far as the fun foam goes, I did initially purchase some fun foam from Hobby Lobby, is where I got mine. But you know, you can find this just about anywhere. Again, though, I recommend the 2mm fun foam as opposed to the thicker 3mm. All right, so you saw that it just popped that out like a deal. I've got this. Here's my fun foam. It does smash it a little bit as it goes through the Big Shot, but that is okay because this 2mm kind will bounce back. And then I have this balloon cut out. And here's another trick for you. You know, use this piece of foam in lieu of Stampin' Dimensionals. It will put a secure backing, and you won't end up with a caved-in balloon that's gone through the mail. So another trick there. Alright, so I don't know how well you can see that, but it does leave just a slight indentation. It's not that noticeable, but I know that on the thicker fun foam, let's see if I have one that's die cut here close by. I don't, but it left a definite indentation from the edge of the thinlet, and it never did bounce back. This is going to bounce back as it sits up just a bit. Alright. My next step is going to be to stamp my clear window sheet, alright? You can use window sheets from Stampin' Up, but you can also use not page protectors, but overhead projector sheets, acetate, whatever you can find. But I do like the window sheets that we sell. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp this with Celebrate, and I am going to use some Stays On in the white color. Now I did just re-ink this, so I know that it's good and juicy. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up my stamp really well, and then stamp on that window sheet. Okay, we're going to set that aside to dry. I don't want to touch it too soon. Even though it's a quick drying ink, I don't want it to smear on that window sheet. So I'm going to set that aside to dry. And now I'm going to do this one in Strawberry Slush. So I just have my Strawberry Slush card base, And I'm going to pull back in the Whisper White piece that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and trace this balloon real lightly with my pencil. I don't worry about the little tail of the balloon. And I also go back through the inside of my balloon and get off any of those little remnants of paper that came through as it cut. Alright, now one thing that I don't like about shaker cards is that a lot of times all of your confetti or your sequins end up at the very bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and glue a few sequins in place so that they don't, so they're not all sunk to the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to use some two-way glue. This is my favorite glue for sequins because it doesn't turn out, if you get some that pops through that hole, it's not like the Tombow glue, which is my other favorite glue. It doesn't make those other sequins stick to that. The Tombow glue, as it comes through that hole, the Tombow never dries matte. It ends up with still some sticky residue there. So I do like the two-way glue for that reason. Okay, so I've got a couple confettis there. Let's see. We'll add a couple more in here. Oops. I'm not finding exactly what I want. Okay, let's do this. If you have a hard time getting your confetti to stay where you want it, I do like this quick stick. It's by We Are Memory Keepers, and it's got an end that is, one is pointy and one is flat-ended like a flat-headed screwdriver, and then there's also the sticky end that you could pick up your sequins with. Sometimes I can get it to work real well and sometimes I can't, so but I don't mind it. Alright, so let's keep moving. I'm yakety yak. Alright, so last sequin here. Slide that into place. And now I'm going to let those dry a second. And we'll see if our window sheet is dry. And it should be. Okay, so here's how I'm going to assemble this. I am going to take some, for this purpose, I like this 1/8 of an inch score tape. You can find that, at just about anywhere these days. So I'm just taking this around my foam piece, and this is going to kind of buckle up the foam as you go, but it will end up laying flat. So push your score tape or your sticky strip if that's what you want to use. I happen to like the score tape just because it's thin, an 1/8 of an inch thick, and I can maneuver it around a little bit better than the sticky strip. Honestly, I have nothing wrong with sticky strip. This just seems to work better for this instant. Okay, so there's that. Now, I'm going to peel up. You want to make sure that's pressed in there really, really good. Okay. So I'm going to pull this layer off, and we'll see if I can get underneath this layer. There we go. Okay, so I pulled all of the backing paper off, and I'm going to lay down the Celebrate on top of this. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's go like this. One thing I did forget to mention is I want to trim this down so that it is slightly smaller than my card front, so that I don't end up with any edges peeking out. So let me do that real quickly. So now I've trimmed this down. Now it is 3 3/4 by 5, and that way when I go to layer this on top, it is not going to go completely to the edges, so that it won't be, accidentally peeking out, say like that or something. Okay. Now I need to just adhere this to this piece. All right, so again, I'm going to use that score tape around the inside of the Whisper White card front. Okay, so I'm just working my way around here. You do want to be sure that you get every little spot covered by the tape. Okay, you don't want to leave any openings, and that's kind of why I do this little jobber at the bottom. I just realized one thing I forgot to do to my card front, and that was stamp the little trail. So let's do that. And again, this is from the Celebrate Today stamp set. So, need a clear block here. Alright. And I'm going to use the Strawberry Slush ink. So ink that up real good. That should not be too big of a deal. And we'll stamp that on there. Alright. Clean that up with my finger because my finger cleans well. Alright, that's what I needed. Now I can pull this score tape off. Oops, I did that again. Twice in a row. Okay. We'll make it work. There it came. There we go. Alright. There we go. And I'm going to add just a little bit of Tombow glue around the bottom edge of this. And these sides also. That way it's got something to stick onto. I don't use a lot of Tombow on here because I don't want it to seep out. Okay, so now I have this done. Perfect. Awesome. I got a little glue on my window sheet, but I can clean that up. Alright, so now I just need to finish assembling this, and I'm going to bring back my Strawberry Slush piece that's got those sequins stuck down, and they are stuck down good. I think. Let's hope that one's stuck down good. And I'm going to add a few more. I've got some stars that I punched with the star border punch, and this is just some Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper. It's glitter in control, so it doesn't make a mess all over. So we've got quite a few of those, and we'll add just some more of our in color confetti. Right, we'll put quite a bit in here, why not? Okay, just like that. Oops, they're sticking to me. Ugh. It's because I have a little glue on my fingers. It's alright. Okay, so I think that little spot of glue that I got on my window sheet, I'm just going to take my, ooh, no I'm not. Holy cow, party foul. Alright, so what I'm going to do is get an alcohol wipe and wipe that clean. It will come up with an alcohol wipe. As long as I don't hit the Celebrate, actually as I'm wiping it's coming off pretty good. If I take alcohol on a Q-tip, that will actually work best. I can clean that right up. Since I don't have a Q-tip handy, I won't drive you through that right now, but we are ready to adhere this down, and again I am going to use some Tombow glue go all the way around the balloon and then to the edges of the foam. Okay. And then that gives you a little bit of time. Hold on, hold the phone. I am just on a roll of what not to do here. But I think you guys are going to get this. I need to erase my pencil line. And then get all those. There we go. Sorry. Alright. That is much better. And I do have, now that I have really sticky fingers, there we go. We'll take that off of there. And that is the card. I'm just going to finish this off quickly by doing some dash lines around the outside edge, and that will kind of pull the entire card together. And we will add a bow from our bow builder punch that will complete the balloon, and I've got that here to show you real quick as I do this. Okay, so I have my lines drawn around the outside edge. I decided to go grab some rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip just to show you how to take that adhesive off, but you do not want to get it on your StazOn ink. This is another little tip. If you mess up on your window sheet with the StazOn ink, you can take the Q-tip or any cotton swab and it will clean that window sheet right back off and you can restamp it. Okay, see, so that just took my adhesive right off of my card and it looks perfect. Now I've got my bow builder. I've already punched these and I went ahead and curled them also. So these are ready to go, but when you use your bow builder punch, you need to punch it twice so that you have two of everything. In one punch, it's going to punch these 3 items. So you need it twice to get 2 of your bows. My daughter Aubrey would like to say hi. Say hi. She's gonna be shy now, even though she can't even see you. Okay, so I just took a glue dot and I'm gluing those 2 tabs together, and I'm gonna do that on this other piece also. And then I will take a glue dot and snap these together just like this. Alright, and then I take, this is just the belly band of it, or the band of it, and I'm just wrapping that band around like so, and then glue dots for the tails. This goes together really, really fast. And then lastly, I'll glue dot it in place on my card. Okay, hopefully I didn't go off camera there. So then I just need to glue dot that in place. And finally, after some party fouls, some card fouls, I've got a card done. And there we've got some great shakers, but my card is nice and sturdy also, so that it's not going to cave in. And I really like that about using the fun foam. Don't worry, I've got more fun foam tips for you also. They'll be coming up in blog posts and other videos. So lots of great uses for that fun foam. You can find links to the products used below in the YouTube description and also on my blog. So be sure to connect with me on my blog at stamped-silly.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course Pinterest. Everyone's on Pinterest. Again, thanks so much for watching, everyone. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.